live from the park. We're going to be taking about a half a mile walk, and I thought I would take you guys with me. Do you want to be on camera?
Whatever. Hello.
Hubby Mark is here. I'm here. There is Maribel, and we're about to start off. So this is a park that's near our house. It's a half a mile loop that we like to take when I'm up to it.
They got a nice pool here.
There is a pool and a recreation center, but we don't belong. I think you have to pay a fee. We actually have a pool and recreation center closer to our house, but we like this trail because it's under the shade here. To the left, they have like you can't see it now.
They have a pavilion.
A pavilion. You can just see the roof of it there. When we go around the loop to the other side, you'll be able to see it more. But they have concerts and stuff there. And there's the pool. So this is a half a mile loop, and on this loop I've seen some really cool things, some nature, some mushrooms growing. I saw lion's mane the other day, so I'll point those out and we'll look for others.
There's usually a lot of people here and with their dogs, but it's the Labor Day weekend, so most people are away. So it's kind of empty today.
And that's another reason why I thought it would be nice to take a video. I wouldn't have to worry about getting all kinds of people on the video, but I would be able to show some beautiful nature. So over there is, I don't know,
Ooh,
it's
some mushrooms too, on the log with the squirrel.
Oh yeah, so let's go take a look. So we're going in. The squirrel ran away, but there's some really cool mushrooms on this log. Those do look like some lion's mane to me, but maybe not, because they're a little big. There's another one.
If you know, comment in the comments.
Yeah, if you know what they are, comment in the comments. I'm going to zoom in if anyone's watching now. I don't know if anyone's even watching, but there. Yeah, I'm not sure what those are. Maybe lion's mane. I'll show you the ones I know for sure are lion's mane. There's another mushroom. It's called like the painters or something one that people actually use to paint on. One of the sides is like pale white and people do artwork with it. So it looked a little bit like that kind of mushroom. So now we're going to go downhill a little bit, which is going to be great.
Some houses that back up to the park, which is pretty nice if you live there. You have the trees behind you.
But after the part where we're going to go down, I'm just warning everyone, whenever I go uphill just a little bit, I start huffing it. So
here's a little bike trail. The bikers often cut through the trail. Here's where people like us would rest.
Yep. There's a couple benches, and I have had to stop and rest on occasion, depending on where in my recovery I was or how close to a treatment. So it is nice. They do have benches every couple hundred yards, I guess. I'm not sure about measurements.
I'm going to take the right on the split.
All right.
And we'll see on the other side.
Okay. And there is gorgeous streams through here. Absolutely gorgeous streams. Oh, I see there are people watching and they're saying hello. Hello. I hope you enjoy this video of beautiful nature. I know when I was stuck in the house when I was sick, I would love to watch people walking around in nature and seeing things. So that's why I'm doing this.
I saw a few dragonflies over the water. They're kind of flitting around. They're on the rock. Landed on the rock.
Yeah. A lot of little bugs and dragonflies.
Yeah, on this side.
I don't really see any fish today. But this is cool. And we're coming up to where I think I saw those. Yep, this is the tree with the lion's mane mushrooms up here. And this is where we start going uphill.
This is a
So excuse me if I'm
12% running slope.
12% slope and I'll be breathing heavy. So this tree, these are definitely lion's manes. They are more shriveled up than we were here last. Well, these are lion's mane here, these ones. I'm not sure what this one is. This one looks a little bit like, and that one, those are two are different. But I identified these last time. And lion's mane are a medicinal mushroom, but I prefer to take mine out of capsules than off of trees, because I'm still a little nervous about mushrooms. But yeah, a lot of lion's mane on that tree. And it's interesting, I think this tree is mostly dead, which is why they grew on there.
On the left is a trail to the field with the overhang,
Oh yeah,
with the pavilion.
there's
They have concerts and shows there.
the pavilion.
Yeah, and people sit out on the lawn. Here's another trail for the bicyclists. The kids on their dirt bikes go up this trail here.
So we are in Pennsylvania, and this in the United States. And normally in August it would be in the 90s with high humidity, and we would not want to be doing this walk. But there's been some strange Arctic weather system, and it has been in the 70s and gorgeous through much of August. So
Thank God for climate change.
I don't know about that, but at least we're appreciating this. Not talking so much because this is where I'm huffing and puffing. Yep. I'm glad that some people are watching and enjoying this. It's interesting to see how nature works. The trees die, but then new trees come from that. And the mushrooms grow from the trees. There's some more. And those have the lion's manes marking, so they're definitely lion's mane.
And then this trail, I think, goes to somebody's backyard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if it goes to another
Development. It goes to a housing
It looks like
development.
there's some soccer fields back there also.
Because there are people that come from that way. And this is the tree that all the kids carve their names on. It's really one of the only ones. There's also one back there. But my daughter told me about this, that this is something that the kids do. Those two trees. And she also told me about a cat that lived in this park, and people would take care of the cat. Unfortunately, the cat passed away, but up here in a little bit, we'll see a nice memorial for that cat. It was like the cat for the park.
Yeah.
Very friendly. It was a little bit of a sad, well, not a little bit, a lot of bit of a sad story, because a troubled teenager actually killed the cat. It was really very sad. And the upside, though, that was good was this happened about a year ago, and the memorial is still there. Not as big at all, but still there. And
Yeah. After for like 6 months. or 7 months, there was a lot of, the kids would draw with big chalks, colored chalk on the path, and write loving things about the cat.
A
And
lot of
cat
the kids
pictures.
knew the cat and loved the cat, you know, especially kids that couldn't have pets in their own home. That they would come here to see the cat. So it's just sad that how there could be hundreds or thousands of wonderful people, but one horrible person can ruin things. So
The development backs up again.
yep, here's
But-
some fortunate person that lives back to this park.
Yeah. There's
Sorry.
some more mushrooms, the little tiny ones
Yep.
on the stump.
Here's some more little mushrooms on this stump. And there's some, you can see everywhere there are logs. If anyone wants to collect lion's mane mushrooms, this would be the place to go. There are quite a bit out here now. So I love listening to that sound. What is that sound?
It's like cicadas.
Yeah,
Something.
I've gotten so used to it. I know some people, that sound annoys them. It's like,
It's like a nice hum.
but I've gotten used to it, I guess, because I grew up with it. And now I think if there wasn't that sound that the bugs make, it would feel weird. If I went to a country without that sound, I think I'd have to get used to not hearing it.
Because the trail is all bendy and windy, here's the pavilion again.
Yep.
But it's in front of us instead of next to us. Interesting how that happens. Throws you off a little bit.
Oh, Dolly's on. Hi, Dolly.
Join us for our walk.
Yep, it's hard for me to see the chat, but I recognize somebody's name. So,
This breeze is nice.
oh, she has there's cicadas
Yep.
in Washington too. And we're almost done the forest part of the walk.
Logs up here with the mushrooms.
Oh yeah, let me show these mushrooms over here. I just want to stay out of the way. Someone's coming through with a e-bike. Okay. There's a lot of cool mushrooms over here. Look at all this. And most of these, all the ones with those like ribbon, like on them, those are all lion's manes. The ones that were looking more plain were the ones I'm not sure what they are, but look at all those. Someone could harvest and collect enough to probably last all winter long to help their immune system. Let's see, are these the same? So there's a lot of lion's mane in here, but not a lot of much else. And now we're coming out of the woods area. And we're almost done our loop already.
We're about 2/3.
Well, we're either almost done or 2/3 or somewhere in between, maybe 3/4. So up here is a pavilion you can rent and a bathroom that you need a code for. So we were thinking maybe you get the code if you rent the pavilion. And then over here, tennis courts and basketball courts and playground for the kids. So this is a nice little park. by our house that makes us feel like we're getting into nature. So I thought I would share it with you all. And I'm so happy that you've all came and joined me, that I've gotten some people on my live today. I wasn't expecting it, so I'm very happy. And I'm glad you joined me, and I love you all. You can see the parking lot there. We're getting close to the end. Oh, I'll show you the cat memorial before we go. I forgot about that. So here's the memorial for that kitty. There's a picture of him, some flowers, and then people painted rocks. There's a statue. But this is the kitty.
Oh, the rocks have words on them too.
Yeah. The cat's name was Charlie.
We love Charlie. Keep going.
So, very sad, but also it warms my heart to know how many people truly love this cat, this park cat. There's some more mushrooms over there. So, we're coming around. As we come down this circle here, we'll be back at the parking lot. And you can hear the road noise already. So I'm gonna get going. But I just wanted to say thank you for joining me on this walk around the park and seeing the bits of nature with me. And I love you all. Mwah! Bye.